People, good afternoon. Hey, what I want to talk about today is the cost of preparing for a show. And there's a reason why I'm saying this right now. And one, getting ready for a show is expensive. You got your prep, you got your coaches, you got your supplements, you got especially your food, and you got entry fees, you got everything else. So what I wanted to say is right now, I've got 3 weeks left until my show. We are still taking on clients right now. And this is the thing, is that it doesn't have to cost you a fortune to get ready for a show. Bottom line is, when you get ready for a show, you're meeting with your coach maybe once a week or so on and so forth. Okay, and what I do is I provide the same thing, and basically you get 24-hour text, 24-hour messaging. We set up FaceTime or Skype once a week or twice a week or however often is needed. Everything is monitored, and everything is dialed in to fit your particular body type as far as getting ready for a show. Or it could be just somebody who just wants to get in shape and for summer or whatever. And what I'm saying is that for the amount of money that some of these guys are charging, and I'm not taking anything away from them, a lot of these guys do a great job. You got a guy here who's been around for 45 years, prepped a lot of guys, and gotten everybody dialed in the way they should be. Some win, some lose, but it all depends on the effort that you guys put into it and whether you follow everything that is being told what to do. Okay, and that even goes for my general clientele as well. Now, I don't push my online stuff that much, simply because it's not needed. I want to start pushing it more because I want to really start helping more people. And the way to do that is to help them. One of the ways to help them is to not charge an arm and a leg for prep. Now, I have 3 tiers of pricing that people can do. We have a 3-month. We have a 3-month for $169 a month. If you're getting ready for a show, you got 12 weeks in that, right? And you got $169 a month for 3 months, and that's it. So if you add it up, it is probably 3 times less or 2 times less than what other people would charge for getting the same coaching advice and the same coaching attention that you would from anybody else, except maybe even a little better, because I'm just not a bodybuilding coach. I'm a coach in general. I'm actually a real coach, so I know what goes into it. Okay, the second tier is 6-month program, which is $129 a month. And what this does, same thing, we're in constant contact no matter what. But not only does this take you into a show prep, this also gets you into the off season as well. So, so when we're getting ready for another show for the following year, we get out of our show, we start going right into off-season prep, unless you have another show right after it, right? And then we go ahead and dial you in for that. The other one is $99 a month, right? And that's a 12-month commitment. And what this does is we take you all the way through, and you get the same coaching, everything. We go through your diet, we go through even your training, your supplementation, the whole 9 yards of what needs to be done for you. And the same thing, it is always just, the coaching is going to be quality. We're going to be in there, and however often you need me, I literally get texts sometimes 24 hours a day. I mean, I'll get texts in the middle of the night, which is great. And it's usually because of a time difference or something like that. Or it might even be from somebody who is, close to a show and might have some thoughts running through their head. And, but I get texts all the time. And, in order to be a good coach, you need to be able to answer the questions. You need to be able to be there for your client. And, and I get this, and this should be common sense, and everything else. And a lot of times it isn't, but you got to be there for your client. You got to be able to figure out what problems are going on. And if it is a training related issue, we can cover that as well. And especially when it comes to injuries, because as we get closer to a show, right, sometimes you start getting these little nagging injuries that come up that can't be corrected, or you don't know how to correct it. One of the things that I'm very knowledgeable in is trying to get people and work people around their injuries so they can get to where they need to be. And it's not because I'm training around my own injury. It's because I've had 25 years of training, athletes, NFL athletes, so on and so forth, that require these particular this particular attention. So we work around things like that as well. And we get around, takes you however long we got to get to. But one thing, as far as show prep, I'm with you the whole 9 yards, and it doesn't make any difference where it is. And we take you right up until then. The only thing that would be different, that would cost maybe a little bit different, is if you are local and you need attention on working on posing. That is one of my strengths, and one of the things that I preach to all the time is that when I go to shows, or if I see video of guys on shows, even pros that are doing shows, and I'm referring to bodybuilding, and especially classic bodybuilding, right? Most guys don't know how to pose. They'll go through the motions, they'll hit their poses right, but the transitions just aren't there. But these are little things that need to get you dialed in. The key word is, when we come in to a show, I want you to come in polished. I want you to look like a professional. I want you to act like a professional. And when you're on stage, I want you to be a professional. And it is very important that we do this, because the first impression to a judge is going to be your presentation. Okay. All that said, keep that in mind. If you want a link to our website and you want to look it over, go to momentumperformanceandfitness.com. The link is also in my bio, in my Instagram bio. Go check it out and see if it's right for you. Again, and I'm coming from a place where I really want to help people. I know it's expensive, and to get ready for a show. And so I want to kind of take the burden off of that by giving you the same quality value that you would if you were paying, $400 or $500 a month, which to me is, for some guys it's worth it. Okay, but for some guys, for most people who are especially doing local or regional contests, sometimes even national shows, that want to get ready for a national show, they just can't afford it. And I'm here to tell you I'm the solution for that, and I can help with that. And if you guys want to set up a consultation, we can go ahead and set up a consultation. Like I said, text, Skype, email, FaceTime, whatever we got to do to get you through this is what we're going to do. Okay, again, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help cut back on your expenses, plus give you the quality guidance that people need when it comes to getting ready for a show, especially if it's their first show, or maybe it's just something different that they've competed a lot. Maybe it's something that they're looking for that might be a little bit different, and we can always discuss that. Okay, if you guys got any questions, hit me up. I would really appreciate it. You can either DM me or you can email me at joemarino97@gmail.com. Man, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Okay, thanks.